Hi, I recently posted this short 3D animation on social, and today I'll walk you through the full process of how to create that in Cinema 4D and Redshift. It's a simple and easy to make animation where letters and some objects collapse naturally and drop to the floor with rigid body dynamics. In today's video, we'll focus entirely on building the scene, preparing the text, applying dynamics, and creating the timing of the collapse. Then in next week's tutorial, we'll move into cameras and lighting. As always, if you want to download the project file, it is available on Patreon and Gumroad, and you will find links in the description below. The project file will include the final scene including cameras, lighting and motion. Alright, let's get started. The first thing to do is to add a backdrop from the asset library. So I click on the asset library icon here and I will search for backdrop. I will take this studio scene here and drop it in my objects. Let's close the asset library. Next, I will create the text. I will use the text tool. So I click and hold here and I select the text, not the text spline. I will type out collapse and then the next line to expand. This is going to be our main element and each group of letters will interact physically when the simulation starts. Now let's adjust the text settings. So with the text selected, I will change the font to Montserrat Black. I will align it to the middle. I'll set the height to 20 centimeters. I will make the vertical spacing to -6 and then make the depth 10 centimeters and I will give the subdivision to 1 for now. Let's move it upwards like that. Then I will go to the caps tab and I will make the size something like 0.8 and I will keep the subdivision to 3. This gives the letters a bit more of detail so they deform more accurately during the simulation. Let's see that from the side. Yep, like that. Once that's done, I will make the text editable by pressing the C key on the keyboard. So we can see here we have these groups with the letters. Now they are not text anymore, they are objects. This converts the procedural text into actual geometry, which we need before applying simulation tags. At this point, I may want to tidy the groups. So I will put all the letters outside. So I will have only 2 groups and not more. So the group 1 is the top line and the group 2 is the bottom line. Next, we can apply the materials to the letters and the background. You can find these materials on the project file I will have on Patreon and Gumroad. You can download it from there. So I will add the purple background to the backdrop. On the collapse, I will add the orange material. I will add it to all. Then I will add green on the expand word and then I will add the blue color on the word 2, like this. Actually I have this, the backdrop has already a material, didn't see that, so I will delete that and keep only the purple. So now let's dive into the dynamics. I will select all the letters like that. I will click shift and select all of them. I right click, I go to the simulation tags and I select the first one, the rigid body. This will slow the letters to react to gravity and collide with each other naturally. So as long as I have all of them selected, I will go to the collision tab and I will make some changes here. So I will increase the friction a bit, then the bounciness to 1, like 1. I will leave the thickness to 0 and then for the search radius I will make it 1 centimeter. These settings help to control how the letters interact. So we can control how much they slide, they bounce, or stick on contact. So if I click play now on the timeline, you can see them collapse. And next I will prepare the backdrop so the letters don't fall through it. I will right click on the backdrop and go to simulation tags and click collider, and then I will adjust some settings here as well. So I will make the friction 1.89. The bounciness, I want it to be very small, so 1.07, so 0.07, sorry. The stickness, I will increase that a bit because I don't want to be very slippery on the floor. And then I will go to voxel size, I will make that 3.7, and thickness I will leave it to 1 centimeter. So this makes the floor behave more like realistically, and gives our simulation a stable surface or something. Let's play that to see how it is. Actually, I will need to go a bit away. Okay. I would like to make the floor a bit longer, so I will go to backdrop, and then on coordinates I will increase the Z and maybe move it a bit again like that. Okay, so let's play that again. So we pause it for now. Now we need to add a delay on the collapse, just a couple of seconds in the beginning. So I would like actually the top to begin slightly earlier, because like it seems like it's dropping to the text below and then all of it collapses together. But first let's change the timeline to be a bit longer, so I will make the frames 210, which means that as long as we have 30 frames per second, this gives us a 7-second animation. That also means that the final render will need 210 frames. Keep in mind that dynamics and global illumination will slow down a lot the render process. So, for example, I'm using a MacBook Pro M4 Pro at the moment, and it took me around 21 hours to render all the frames. I had them in HD dimensions, but if you want to speed this up, you can reduce the frame rate and change the settings, the lighting setup maybe, and also lower the quality or the dimensions of the scene. Now I'll move the timeline indicator to 0. I will select all the rigid body tags on the first word, and then on the forces tab I will set both the follow position and the follow rotation to 10, and I will add a keyframe here. This temporarily locks the letters in place, so then I will move a bit later, like on frame 50, and then on here I will put the follow position and the follow rotation to 0, and then add a keyframe again. When these values drop to 0, then the gravity takes over and the animation will start. They will start falling down. Next, I will do the same for the bottom line. I will select all the rigid body icons. So again, I'm going on the first frame, and then I will make them 10 and add a keyframe. And then I will go a bit later. Before we were on 50, now we'll go around 90 on the 90 frame. And then I will make them 0 and keyframe again. So that means that the bottom line waits a bit longer before it collapses. So it will be like the top line will fall down to the second line, and then they will all collapse together. Let's hit play to see how it will be. It's a bit slow because of it is a bit heavy. Next, I would like to fill the area, so I will duplicate all the text. Actually, I will duplicate this group. I click on Command C, a Command V, or Control C and a Control V on Windows, and we have a new one here, so I will move it upwards. This step is a bit optional, but adding more text copies makes the final animation looks more dynamic and more chaotic when all of them will drop down on the floor. Copy, paste, and move them upwards. To add more variation, I will include a few objects dropping along with the letters. So I will go to the asset library again, and then I will look for traffic cone, and I will click one. I will drag it in my objects at the top. You can see it here. I will make it a bit smaller, like this, and then I will move it upwards. So I will move it somewhere like here. I can even rotate it, so it will look more natural. Maybe let's move it a bit, and then I will copy and paste to make a copy. I will move it again, change the rotation, move it even higher, and then I will do the same again to put a couple of copies to make it more interesting. Okay, now we can add also the same tag on the cones. So I will select them all, I will right click, and then go to simulation tag and rigid body. So this way, these will also interact with all the other letters, and then they will fall down, they will collapse and go to the ground, and they will bounce on the floor. We can also add a delay to them. So I will go and select them all, and then go to the first frame, and I will make the follow position, the follow rotation, I will make them 10, and then add a keyframe, and then I will go a bit later to 90, and then I will add here another keyframe for follow position, follow rotation to 0, and then I will go and select one by one. I will click on the rigid body icon, and then you can see here that we have the keyframe here, so I can click and drag and put it later if I want. So in order to make more to make it more interesting, I will move them to a different position, each of them, so they will not fall all together, but one by one. So let's see how it is now. If we click play, the letters will collapse, and then on top of them we will have the cones. And basically that's the full setup for the collapsing animation. And then in the next part we will cover the cameras, the lighting, the framing, and the rendering process. So stay tuned. Until then, do some practice with the project files. You can find them through the links below, and see you on the next one. Cheers.